if you've got offense in your heart, if you've got bitterness, resentment, somebody has hurt you, whether they're here on this planet now or they've already gone to heaven. Paul says, I exercise my conscience to be empty of offense toward God and toward man. If you got bitterness and resentment in your life towards somebody, and then you forgive them, you release them, you ask God to bless them, and then someone's talking about them and say, hey, do you know something? And you start listening, and you start talking, you start thinking about this person, and you put your finger back on the trap. You touch the trigger again, and you can get trapped again. You take up that offense again. So the exercise comes here. You forgive somebody. Father, I declare that they're innocent. They're not guilty because I forgive them. And I ask you to forgive them and ask you to bless them, Papa God. And then when the offense starts trying to creep back up, and it might be 10 times a day for the first day, maybe 2 times the next day, and maybe just once a week, you're thinking about them, and you kind of start taking that offense, and this is what you do. God, I specifically remember last week, last month, whenever it was, that I forgave them. I forgave them for the pain they inflicted upon me, whether it was imagined or if it was genuinely real. I forgive them. I ask you to forgive them and ask your blessings upon them. And months pass, and then you start thinking about them, and maybe the offense tries to sneak back up, get you to put your hand in that trap. And you, Papa God, I remember 6 months ago, I forgave them. That's the exercising. You exercise your conscience to be empty, to be void of the scandalon, to be void of having bitterness and resentment, and to be void of nursing a grudge. I ain't going to nurse no grudge. I mean, why in the world would you want to nurse a grudge? I have a grudge. I just want you to meet him. If this here is a grudge, you know, he's not been feeling well. He's got a little runny nose. He's not feeling all that good. So I figure we're just going to nurse him. Yeah, I feel the same way. Why would you nurse a grudge? What's the idea behind nursing somebody? To get them feeling better, so they'll grow, so they can do what they were created to do, make your life miserable. That's what a grudge. If you're going to nurse a grudge, and if you're holding a grudge against somebody and you're nursing him, the grudge is going to grow, and he's going to get bigger and more destructive, and his whole goal is to make your life miserable and destroy you. The Bible says the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Jesus says, I've come to give you life and all of its fullness.